thanks for waiting until we started recording to open that.
You may see that I'm a high energy drink. Bang here. After we're done filming, I have to finish Monarch Season 1 because Daredevil starts tomorrow.
You know, you don't have to do any of that.
No, but I have to see Daredevil.
You know what you have to do is put your drink on the coaster that I set next to you. Jesus Christ.
But it's going to be a late night for me tomorrow, too, because guess what I have before Daredevil? You're going to be very jealous. I have a tattoo appointment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's just, which Mitch is just having a hell of a time getting.
Someday.
Yeah.
Someday.
It'll happen.
I will point out that you're like, oh, I'm going to be so tired from all these things you're choosing to do.
No, I'm not mad about it at all.
Okay, cool.
I'm excited.
Good. Good for you, then.
I need to stay up to do these things that I'm excited about. But I'm sorry you're jealous. So I did get you, here's some notes.
Okay.
And I got you, I don't even know what this is, but I was teaching in Venice, and I saw this at an Asian market that I was in.
All right.
So there you go.
It's a hard seltzer.
Is that, I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah, it's fine.
We'll see what it tastes like. I'd never seen that before, so I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
We'll see if, and it looks kind of like
just bought me a
high
beer.
C or something.
Bought me a seltzer.
Yeah.
I'll set it to the side. Maybe later.
Maybe later.
Yeah,
what do you got there?
This is a Whistle Pig whiskey with some zero sugar Dr. Pepper cream soda mixed into it.
Oh, the best one ever.
It's cocktail of the gods.
God.
It's fine.
Chris turned us onto that soda, and it's just life-changing.
I'm just gonna keep pouring soda into it until it's mostly soda, though.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah. All right, so you handed me some notes.
Yeah, I got you some notes. Just check it over.
Yeah, okay. I remember this tour.
Yeah, do you remember it?
No.
There's a lot of shows on this one, but I don't have too many memories. I know we accidentally did a 53-minute episode last time, and
two times ago.
Yeah, 2 times ago. We said we were going to try to keep it to minimum or max 30 since day one, and we totally blew that one.
As the person who clips the episodes together, who edits the episodes, I have no desire to ever go over 20, 30 minutes again. That sucks.
I think I edited the first 13, and I'm way less knowledgeable, and I can't even tell you how long it took me to do 20-minute episodes. So. It
hurt me to think about you doing it, so I was like, just let me do it, man.
I tried, dude. I tried. Okay. So, we're back on Warped Tour 2008 here. We left off Mansfield. It was the start of a 12-day stretch, which is insane. Mm-hmm. We did do 11 in 10 days, but then we had a week off. Yeah? So we were hoping that it was going to, that Mitch's voice was going to heal itself. But starting a 12-day stretch in a row when it was your throat was almost non-existent, I wouldn't say is something to be excited about.
No.
12 days in a row.
Yeah, no, it's not a good thing.
Especially since, except for our first tour on Warped Tour 07, you and I had really not played more than 2 days back to back. So
I do remember the first Warped Tour, we were like, oh fuck, like there's another show.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're gonna keep doing them the whole summer.
The whole time.
Yeah. Besides that, we'd never really played that. It was an occasion when we had 2 shows in a row.
I think I remember it was like after one of our first times playing at the Whiskey, we had a local show at Susie's the next night, and I felt so cool that we were playing 2 days in a row.
Oh, we're basically on tour.
Hollywood and Hermosa Beach, which is like 18 miles apart. But anyways, here we go. So this is show 2 of a 12-day stretch. Darien Lakes, New York. I don't know if you remember this one at all.
I remember playing in New York. I remember being real muggy.
Yeah. This one was. You can even see a couple of us are in sweatshirts in this summer. Yeah. Both. I remember last year very well. This was the one that was next to a theme park that they let us into.
Yes.
I think it's like kind of
Six
upstate.
Flags.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of that one. But per Cody the Roadie memory, before getting to New York State, because you guys were all cigarette smokers, you guys decided to all go in on a carton together before you got to
That's just economical.
State. Yeah. But you were all very excited about your carton.
Well, I do remember we had to like kind of come to terms on which brand we were going to get because we didn't all smoke the same ones.
Oh, gotcha.
You're like, okay, well, if we're all going in on a carton together, like, what do we pick?
I have a memory of Sam holding it, but I don't remember like what it was or anything.
I think it ended up being like Marlboro Lights was the
Yeah.
the most like baseline in the middle that everybody was okay with.
Was decent about. Okay.
It was fine.
Yeah. Well,
It's a
yeah.
fucking cigarette, man. it's they're all.
That's a movie
fun.
quote.
Yeah, that's super bad,
Yeah.
right?
Is that what it is?
Super bad.
Yeah. He's like,
No, it's Donnie Darko.
yes,
Donnie
yes,
Darko,
yes,
and
yes.
he's like, that's some good shit.
fucking cigarette.
We got there.
Unbelievable. Yeah. I do remember this day. There is a lot of pictures and even some footage from it. Somebody ended up filming us. But we did get to go on the skate stage. We had really gotten in good with everyone. The stage managers, I think we said this last year, but we basically figured out. So Kenny was the skate stage manager and Brooklyn was the Kevin Says stage manager. And if you went and helped break down the stage afterwards, that would really put you in some good favor. So we like split up into 3 teams. We would put a bunch of people putting our merch away onto our Penske truck, and then some people would go break down either stage depending on what we were on and stuff.
So we were doing extra work in the hopes that we would get more sets.
Yes, like on a stage and not the family stage because that was rough.
They're 2 things that are probably like in retrospect were dumb ideas. Like they're a smart move for a hustling band, but for us who were struggling to play even our morning set,
Right.
maybe we should have been like taking it a little easier and not trying to play more.
True. You know, I'd have to look back. I'm wondering if we maybe opted to not play the families sometimes, or maybe like we really tried harder on the days that we weren't
still
allowed to
selling
set
it?
up. No,
We stopped selling it out.
we had only done that those 2 days in Texas, and that
Okay.
was it. So the rest we just let it fly and see what happened.
I think a lot of times with the family stage, it was like small inconvenience. So I guess we can't set it up today, or something
Yeah.
along those lines. Like somebody said you can't set it up right there where we were going to.
Right.
Guess no family stage today.
Especially if we had found out we were going to be on a bigger stage that day. It's like, why the fuck do we need to do that anyways? So.
Yeah, let's not kill ourselves here.
But yeah, I do have a lot of memories. One guy I remember who came and saw us and really loved us the first year ended up getting an AllurA tattoo. It's the artwork from the EP, and it says "From Beneath" underneath the
I
song.
do remember him.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. He's come back. I remember him messaging us like even all the way through AllurA's whole tenure and stuff. So that was pretty cool. That's all my main thing. So Darien Lakes, show 3 of the 12-day stretch. We're in Camden, New Jersey. We got on the family stage again.
You mean the family stage or the?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, skate stage. Probably,
Yeah,
right.
No. Never mind. I'm looking down. Yeah, no, we just did the family stage that day. I have no memories of this one.
I think.
Do you?
Did Taylor have some family friends?
Oh, his girlfriend came out.
Yeah,
you're
I
right.
think maybe his sister came too.
I know we hung out with her at the end of the tour.
Okay, maybe I'm mixing up dates.
Yeah, but I remember that because we were hanging out on the Pennywise bus, and there's a bunch of pictures of all of us with Taylor's girlfriend. Yes. Okay.
I remember as we were going into Camden, learning about Camden, and it was a city where the mayor had recently been arrested for racketeering.
Oh, fun.
I think like when we were coming into town, like within a year.
Cool.
Unless that was 2007, but I'm pretty sure it's 2008.
Do you know what racketeering means?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
like a bunch of crime, doing crime.
He doesn't know what that means.
I think it's conspiracy to commit crime across state lines. I'm pretty sure.
Bullshitting.
Criminal organization stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting.
Something a mayor shouldn't be arrested
Yeah,
for.
definitely
unless
not.
your city's like real bad.
All right, from New Jersey, we're back to New York on Long Island. This was a big day for us the year before. I definitely remember this day, but I don't have too many memories of just beyond hanging out and selling CDs. It was on Long Island again. No. Yeah, family stage.
I got nothing.
Scranton, we were on the family stage again. Again, this was a really big day for us in 2007, but I don't really have, I have memories, but nothing to speak of.
Was it the same venue, the Foresty one?
Yes.
Okay.
It was the exact same one. So
I really liked that place.
Yeah, it was
but
great.
But yeah, I don't have.
It was
I do have slight memories of like some tension like
Yeah.
between the band. Like I feel like it was at Scranton was one of those stops where it was like we need to figure out what's going the fuck on with you.
Yeah, I mean, like Cody was saying, I actually talked to him a little bit more about like he was saying like you had really like started to become like defensive as well and stuff. So if I'm assuming if that maybe something happened that day that we were butting heads.
You didn't even think about, but I was being defensive about it.
Potentially,
possibly.
yeah. Or that
I know that at a certain point I was like shutting down a little bit. Like I was just like, no, this is not happening, and I'm gonna be fine. Don't fucking talk to me about alternatives.
Yeah, like well, basically, like I was trying to be like, let's just can we just not drink, please, or something. But
don't be crazy.
Yeah, don't be crazy or stop being smoking cigarettes. I want to say at some point I finally this wasn't this day, but next year in Scranton, whoo baby, I got a story for you on that one. So yeah, that was bad.
Cool.
We'll see. Englishtown, New Jersey. We did get on the skate stage this day. I don't know if you remember this one too much.
Not particularly, no.
I do, for some reason, have some memories of this day. I remember, I think we got on the skate stage the year before, but three things. Is it two things? Two things I remember. One, I don't know if you remember this. I had made friends with the snow cone stand guy somehow from just walking around.
Frequent visits?
No, but like I think he was like on the tour, like they were selling snow cones everywhere, and like I don't know if it was like talking in line or catering, but it had gotten to the point where he's like, hey, you know, obviously we were dying still, even with Kevin Lyman's food money, but he would just let us, like, because of me and him buddy, like he's like, if you want to come over at the end of the day, I'll just give you guys free snow cones and stuff. So,
cool.
6 score, dude.
It's got all the vitamins we need.
Yeah. But it was like, you know, if it was all the ice, at least there was some water.
Yeah.
Something to cool us down.
We're dying of scurvy, but we got a little bit of water.
But I remember specifically going over that day and getting us all snow cones and stuff.
Little treat.
Yeah. The only other memory I have of this day was, I think we every once in a while we would like get some like crazy harebrained ideas to try and sell more CDs. And, we would like send some people out with just a couple of CDs and like just try and walk up to people instead of just coming to the tent. And this day, John and I were chosen to do it. And I think, as I said, you know, both of us, I think John had been pretty, just diplomatic about it, or just like being like, you know, I think Cody said like Taylor and I were the most vocal about being upset, but John was just like, just give him a break, man, or something like that.
Yeah, John's a go along to get along.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't want to cause waves. But I remember on our walk, I guess at this point in the thing, it must have been somewhere in here that he said to me like, he's like, I'm kind of I'm having a hard time staying diplomatic on it because it's just so bad at this point. So he was saying that even he had said that was the first time he had said anything like, I see what you guys are hearing at this point, or whatever the hell I think the rest of us had. But I was like, oh shit, John said it now. That's a different line of thinking, just because he's never that guy. Although he does like to cause a lot of problems under the radar.
He loves it.
Absolutely
he's a
loves
chaos
it.
agent.
Yeah, but for some reason this one he was like, if it's like a serious thing.
Yeah. He knows when not to be a chaos agent.
Right, yeah. But so this was like a serious comment he had, which is not very often from John.
But that makes you take it more seriously if he does.
True. Burgettstown, Pennsylvania. I don't even remember being there.
I've never heard those words put together. You're telling me I was there?
You were there for a solid 22 hours.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Next.
We played on the family stage. I have nothing else about that one. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Burgettstown was super memorable.
Yeah, super memorable.
It sounds like a place where it wasn't safe to be a witch.
Probably, yeah. Okay. Oh my God, I was laughing because I was having a. So yes, tensions were high, but it wasn't like we were just all upset the whole time. Like we were still having fun, like a lot of the time, and especially because we were selling so much stuff. I think that was like helping, and people were still loving it. But this day in particular, you and I got a good chuckle, so I feel like that diffused things for a minute.
Bought us a little time.
So we played on the family stage. Let me try and get this through this one without laughing because I almost died when it happened. So we played on the family stage, and these two girls came over to the tent later and specifically asked to take a picture with you and I. It's probably a couple hours later, but I was out front trying to sell CDs, and you were back behind the table. And our merch table that my dad let us borrow a table. I don't know if you remember that. We just graffitied all over it. But if you didn't set it up exactly equidistant in between both tent poles, it was very difficult to squeeze by one of them, and the other one would be more. But we tried to get it centered. We didn't get it centered. And I was like, hey, Mitch, these girls want a picture with you and I. And you were like, oh, cool. And you stood up and you tried, and you just got like, you got stuck in between the table and the thing. Like you couldn't fit through. And you like looked up and you like locked eyes with me, and you knew exactly what I was thinking. You're too fat to get through. And obviously that's not the case, but you knew that's what went on in my head.
Starving to death. I'm too fat.
You knew
to get
that's
through.
what went on in my head. And I just started crying, laughing that you had gotten stuck in the table.
Because I didn't fit through a 4-inch gap.
So much so.
Because I'm a big, fat, stupid, fat asshole.
Who yells at Katy Perry.
Yeah.
But
No, I didn't yell at her.
But so much so that I don't even think we got a good picture. And like while I was crying, you were like, dude, AJ, shut up. couldn't even take a good one. So I ruined the poor girl's picture. All because we locked eyes and I knew you knew where my head
because
went.
Because I'm immediately like, AJ's going to have a fucking field day with this one. God damn it.
Yeah, so
can't have anything with my midsection happen around AJ.
So stupid. The look on your face right away, I was like, yep, he knows. And we both know. So,
it's coming.
Yeah. That was that one. We're back in Indiana, Noblesville, Indiana. Do you remember this day at all?
I mean, tell me a little bit about it. Anything?
I only have a memory of it because our short-lived that broke the ice kind of thing went downhill on this one.
Okay.
Pretty sure. So somehow, because basically at this point you were just completely cooked, but you had a really good set. And you had gotten better, or like, I don't know, whatever it was, you did good this day. And we were back at the merch booth, and I came up and I was just like, hey, that was really good today. Like, good job. Mm-hmm. And you snapped at me. You're like, do I get to stay in the band now? And I was like, oh, you motherfucker, dude. Just trying to be nice. I'm not fucking up. You're fucking up. Why are you yelling at me? I didn't say any of that. That was all in my head. But I was so livid again that you'd said that. So that was the second comment that you made to me that just made me fucking just skyrocket.
Well, I got AJ's approval for one set. So that meant the world to me.
Apparently not. You were mad at my compliment.
Yeah, that tells me I must have been like pretty pissed the whole time.
Yeah, maybe so.
It's
I don't
know. Thinking that I'm constantly on the chopping block.
Right. Yeah.
Like you said, we never actually had a conversation.
So we're just both spinning our wheels,
We're
making up
both
shit in our head.
imagining entire scenarios.
Yeah, basically. Which, yeah, but we had. I wonder if this had any. You know what? It did, because we had half of a good idea here. Mm. We got you a megaphone. If you remember this, to try and get you to stop having to talk at the merch booth.
Yeah.
So you were sitting in the back and you were just
calling out people.
Calling out people, like if a girl went by in a red dress, you're like, lady in the purple dress.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I think that was half a good idea, to talk less. You should have been talking zero.
No talking.
Literally zero. There's actually there's some lore with Corey Taylor. Slipknot's first tour on Ozfest, he wasn't allowed to talk in between sets at all, and there was no cell phone, so he just had to like write on a piece of paper to like if he wanted to say anything to someone. For some reason, I just imagine him in his mask the whole time doing that. I'm sure that wasn't the case, but
Yeah.
but that's what we should have done right
Sure.
away. I don't know if that story's actually true, but so it was like half an idea.
It was a little bit like stop yelling at strangers to come listen to albums. Probably helpful.
Yeah, so we had half of an idea. So apparently you got one good set out of that, but it again led to us being upset at each other. So even
Fair.
that. So that's good. That's what you want, right? And then we are off to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It was the same venue last year, so the one where the guy broke his heels.
Yeah.
Yeah. The main things I remember about this day, I don't feel like I hadn't talked to him about it in a while, but the Evergreen Terrace bass player was coming over to like smoke with you guys in the tent a bunch.
We would hang out with the Evergreen Terrace guys a bunch.
So I remember the bass player coming over to smoke with you guys that day, and then there was like a giant storm rolling in that day, and Taylor and I forget. Do you remember the bass player's name? I don't remember his name.
Not off the top of my head. Started with a B maybe, but I don't want to guess.
No.
Yeah,
Anyways, I don't know. We like ran all the way up to the top of this like parking structure to like get a better look at the storm. Sounds like a pretty high idea, but
yeah.
I went with him.
Up.
Yeah, but I just remember hanging out with Evergreen Terrace that day. That was like my main memories of that. Anything for you?
No, nothing.
Yeah, I don't know why this tour is escaping me more than the other two.
Because I think it's because we had this like big overarching thing going on the whole time, and it's hard to discern from show to show what was actually like what happened at this show versus this show.
Right.
It was more like this is kind of what was happening the entire
whole
tour.
time.
There was a dark cloud hovering the whole thing.
Yeah, you're right. Tinley Park back in Chicago for this one. Anything about this thing? Only thing I remember, there's a lot of pictures. I remember taking pictures of the people after this one. But if you guys recall earlier in the tour, we met at Maryland Heights. We met some kids like the night before, and they came and let us shower at their house. The girls whose parents we were staying at that night actually lived in Chicago, and she let us stop by her apartment in Chicago to come shower and sleep there before the drive. So that was very nice of her. Only thing I remember happened, I think it happened to all of us at one point or another. I know it happened to me, but we tried to wake Sam up to come in and shower, and he just was like, like, I can't move. And he stayed in the van, and he doesn't remember us trying to wake him up.
Yeah, so then he's mad the next day when he missed out on the chance.
Yeah, because we were all
like, dude, you said no.
Chipper and shower, yeah, and he just didn't remember. I feel for him because I remember, I don't remember which night, but that same exact thing happened to me, and I was so bummed, but I just couldn't get up.
Sometimes it just feels better to sleep.
Yeah, it's like, I can't do this right now. Like, I'm staying right here in this god-awfully hot van.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that happening a couple times where it was just like we had the opportunity to go get like a nice hot shower, and I was just like, I'm not getting up.
I can't do this.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to everyone who has to smell me, but I'm not getting up.
Sam was very upset about that then. What else do we got? All right, we just got a couple more here. Shakopee, Minnesota. So I think it was at some point in this 12-day stretch that you had finally agreed to stop drinking, and I think you even tried to stop smoking cigarettes as well. Do you remember that?
No.
I swear you tried to stop smoking cigarettes. Maybe that was more towards the end, but you stopped drinking somewhere in here. I only remember that because of this day. But
okay.
The day started off. This is a big day. Actually, you know what? I think I missed something because the bass player I kind of want him to send a video, but if he doesn't, I'll tell the story in a short form. But Jesse, the Chasers bass player, got so tanked. I think it was in Chicago or like Indiana getting to Chicago, but they just left him there in the city, and he had to take a train back to the tour to get there.
Dude, we can't find you.
Yeah.
You know where we're going next.
Which, 2008 cell service is not great, so I don't know how he found his way back to the tour.
That's a miracle that he ever got back to the tour.
Impressive, Jesse. Good job. Since we're on Jesse stories, this this was back, I forgot to say this, in Boner Springs, but there was a huge storm the morning of the Boner Springs one, and as per usual, a lot of people would go sleep out like on the ground because it was better there than in the van. And Jesse took his sleeping bag out, and he's just in between the Chaser tour van and the AllurA tour van, and it started pouring. And instead of going inside, he just took the last few of his sleeping bag and just put it over and just lied there while it was pouring down on him. And we got a picture of it. So it's just him lying out in the pouring rain.
Potentially washing away.
So I just remember him like feeling it. I can see it. He's just like, that's how god awful tired he was. He didn't want to go back in the van. He just stayed there sleeping.
Rather just get rained on.
Good on you,
Ruin
Jesse.
my sleeping bag.
Honestly, that probably would have felt pretty good.
Yeah.
How we were feeling. But also, I think Chaser tried to pull a prank on us, or they did. Didn't they wrap our van in like
that sounds
something?
familiar.
Like we couldn't open the doors because they had wrapped the entire van in something.
I think we were not in the mood to be pranked, if I remember.
Probably not, considering how much we were at each other's throats, apparently. But there's a picture of it. I can't remember what they wrapped it in, but there was
saran
something.
wrap or something. Or
I also think it might have had to do with the fact that Indictment Tom was with them, and we were just not in the mood to be, fool around with that guy at this point because we were all mad at him.
We just didn't want to have a hard time getting into our fucking van. We wanted to leave. And like, we are not in a jokey mood, guys. We're barely hanging on.
But so we played on the skate stage that day. And I think I said in the Sam Haines Serenade bonus episode, but we did it here as well every day. But the All That Remains singer, once they got on the tour, was loving our set.
Yeah.
Especially Sam Haines Serenade. And I remember this day specifically when when you were going into the speech about what the lyrics were. I just remember him like being like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like that's ridiculous, and like really like actually laughing. You could hear him in the crowd laughing because he thought it was so funny. But so we were all pretty pumped on that. More on him later, but so we were feeling good. And then while we were selling stuff later on in the day, I think must have been maybe towards the end. And I think we all kind of got delirious, like more towards the end, and we just started saying weird, just not really giving a fuck of selling and stuff. But for whatever reason, I was like, "Who likes some metal? Let's come and listen." And some guy was like, "I like metal." So he came over and he put on the headphones. He had like long hair and like a bandana. And I was like, "Oh, who are you here for?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm the drummer of All That Remains." I was like, "Oh, fuck. Ugh, this isn't that metal. I was just joking. Like,
we're not that kind of metal.
We're not that kind of metal." Like,
oh my God, man.
Oh my God. Fuck. Now I'm embarrassed because they're so much better than us.
I do remember all of them being super cool.
Yeah.
They were they invited us onto their bus a couple times. Like, they were just chill dudes to hang out with.
They were awesome. Unfortunately, the guitar player who I absolutely loved, he passed away like 5 years ago. Actually, some people like started a campaign that it was like some conspiracy, like it wasn't of natural causes. I saw that online. I don't really know what that was about. I didn't look into it, but
we should probably just feed that misinformation out into the world.
Yeah. So let's get on that. Let's figure that out. Yeah.
Jamie, can you get on that?
Pull that up.
Pull that up, Jamie. I'm gonna do my best Rogan.
Mitch Rogan. So that was highly embarrassing for me. But afterwards, I think this might have been the last day of the stretch. We're close to it. But so at the after party afterwards, Phil, the singer of All That Remains, came up and put his arms around you and I, and he was like, "This is why I remember you stopped. You must have stopped drinking like maybe 5 days ago or something in this run." And he came up, he put his arm around us. He's like, "Hey, you guys are coming to my bus tonight, and you're drinking with me. And if you don't come and drink with me, I'm not going to tell my label about you guys." And
what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, the look on your face was like when in Super Troopers when they were like, "I'm going to make you eat the whole bag." He was just like, "Please no." He just like looked at me.
Dude, you found the thing that I'm really good at, drinking, and you're leveraging it against me being a successful musician.
Yeah.
But I also can't drink if I want to be a successful musician. You're tearing me apart.
This is killing. I don't know if you went over there. I did not. You might have.
I think I remember having beers with him. We didn't drink.
Okay.
Like in my mind, that was like, let's go chug Jack Daniels.
That's what
on
I
the tour bus.
assumed.
But no, we weren't doing anything like that.
Okay. Well, if you did or not, I don't know. But we actually ended up getting a hotel room that night with same hotel as like Evergreen Terrace. There was a bunch of like merch girls there that had been hanging around and stuff. And it definitely turned into like a bit of a rager. I remember the Evergreen Terrace guy came over. Maybe because you had been drinking with All That Remains, it set you up like you just were like, I'm just gonna keep going. I didn't know that you had started drinking, but this is one of the 2 times I had ever seen like I've seen you,
Sure.
very wasted.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming just the way your head was, I've never seen you like go overboard except for like 2 times on this tour, and this was it. But the Evergreen Terrace guy had come to just to hang out and drink with you guys, and I don't know what you were saying, but whatever you were trying to tell him, he looked like Will Ferrell in Anchorman when after Cham Kyne's saying something and he kind of like inches away from you a little bit.
I think I fanboyed out.
Is that what it was?
I'm pretty sure, and that's I think what led to me drinking more was
Even
like
more?
I know that I just fucked up super bad. like and probably same thing with Phil from All That Remains.
maybe.
I was just like
dude,
I got thrust into with all these like people that I respect and admire, and just
Yeah.
like, oh no, they know I'm a fan now and not a colleague. I'm like, yeah, I think I probably got into my own head a little bit.
But in any case, you, after your like almost a week of not drinking, you drank again and got absolutely obliterated. So that obviously kind of soured most things again.
But that was at the end of the 12-day stretch, right? Like we had a couple days
It was. I think the goal was let's try and
not for the rest of the tour.
Yeah, so we can you can actually
No,
sing
I'm
again.
picturing what my 22-year-old justification was.
Sure,
it's like,
yeah.
all of my heroes want to
break.
drink with me tonight, and we have a break.
Look,
like tonight's the night.
If you talk to any other singer on the tour, they were doing exactly what you were doing. So this isn't like you're the only one on the tour drinking or something. That's what most people in the industry do. So it's not like you were doing something crazy.
They weren't doing everything else that we were also having to do.
Yeah. Exactly. Not driving stuff. But in any case, I have 2 other memories of that night. There is pictures of us the next morning when we all woke up and we all look pretty fucking haggard.
I think the presence of girls and the presence of like other like more successful bands
right
drove me to be like, oh, I can show how cool I am by drinking more. Isn't that sick?
I think Cody, like, I had like half my head shaved at this point. Like I had long hair, but the sides were shaved like Metallica style. And like Cody like reshaved my head that night.
Cool.
And then I was sleeping in the same bed as John that night. I don't know if I ever told any of you guys this, but like halfway through the night, I mean, so not halfway through the night because we were up till like 4 a.m. So whatever time it was, all of a sudden I felt John grabbing my ass in the middle of the night while we were sleeping. So I was like, the fuck was that? There's no way he did that. And he did it again. I was like, what the fuck, John? And I got up. He was completely asleep and his hand was just going like this. So I don't know what he was dreaming about. I don't think it had anything to do with me, but he was reaching for something in his dream, and I just happened to be right next to him.
Get a little squishies.
Yeah, but he was completely out, but his hand was just like that.
That happens.
Oh, you smack to the face, John, for that.
I think you guys are even.
Yeah, probably.
You got to squeeze. He got to squeeze. Everybody's happy.
Yeah, but so that happened, and then we had a day off, and we went to Mall of America, just like last year.
Sure.
We did not go to the Oxygen Bar this year because that was a super scam.
We learned our lesson.
We did go to the movies again. What did you guys see?
Well, the year before was the Simpsons movie, right?
Yeah.
Then I have no idea.
John and I saw Hellboy, and I fell asleep again, just like last year.
I didn't see Hellboy.
I think it was just John and I that went to there.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I think we went. I think we broke off from you guys. I don't remember what it was that you guys saw, but I fell asleep again. Like, so I spent.
We were too tired to be going into a super dark room. With
Yeah,
comfy chairs
seriously.
and expecting to stay awake.
Only other memory. So at the time, you and I both had the same sized gauges. Mm-hmm. I think where we were at. We were at 5/8, I believe.
Yeah.
Was where we both like said we were going to stop at. I don't know how I got to an inch, but it was way later that I'm at an inch now. But we were both at 5/8, and we both had the same really sweet idea to buy, I think it was 00 gauge earrings and put them through our plugs.
Yeah, we're like, dude, this is super sick. Nobody does this. This is a really cool idea.
I don't know why we both thought this was rad. So we went to Hot Topic and we both bought those.
Quick little Hot Topic stop.
Those are in our ears for the rest of the tour.
Yeah, not a great look.
I mean, we should have just joined Disturbed and called it a day at that point.
Yeah, with goatees and clangers hanging from our gate. It wasn't good.
No,
we were sending a lot of mixed signals with our overall band vibe.
Seriously, yeah. All right, well, that's where our tour ends. We are at the end of the tour. We have 2 more episodes on Warped Tour 2008, but we're picking up after our stop here at the Mall of America.
Ooh.
Episode, what is this, 65? No, 66.
66, maybe.
66 now.
You know what we never did? This is Remember the Times podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Mitch, this is AJ.
Yeah.
This episode's over.
I'm wearing a Poor Habit shirt because they were on the tour with us this year on Warped Tour 08. They're actually going to come up a little bit more coming up, but I like this shirt. They were an awesome band.
Yeah, that's a cool tank top.
Yeah, right? I'm actually in a band with one of the members right now. Yeah.
Neato.
So go listen to Poor Habit. Bye, everybody.
Bye.